History has failed us, but no matter. This is the first quote that you'll encounter, and it practically paints and sums up the theme of the whole book beautifully with just one profound meaning sentence. Ladies and gentlemen, yes, I do agree. History has failed almost everybody, but the no matter is a statement of defiance. No matter how colossal the boulder had hit you, steps must be continued, stories must be written, and most importantly, histories must be created. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and hi again to all. What's a book without a prologue? What's an introduction without the name? I go by Amira Husnabidi and standing here, or probably sitting here, presenting my school, which is BESTARI. On this truly scenic day, I am going to give you a non-spoiler review on a book that has truly changed the trajectory of my life, which is PACHINKO by Lee. This mind-altering masterpiece consists of 531 pages. The story begins in the year of 1911, when the North and South Korea are still united as one. The narrative was told through the lens of Sunja, the daughter of a crippled fisherman. She was the apple of the villager's eye. She was the city's daughter. Everything sounds like a perfect ending for a fairy tale, but then the time bomb hits. The Japanese has arrived to expand their conquest. Frightened by the extent of Japanese influence over the city, Sunja accepts an offer of marriage from a gentle minister passing by, making way his trip to Japan. Following a Manchu Valley news into a hostile land where connections are non-existent, she will be forced to make decisions that will eventually echo throughout the decades. One of the aspects that raises this book onto another level is that it focuses on not one, not two, but oh, ladies and gentlemen, it focuses on 4 generations on how they fight for survival in foreign land. Some characters lost their true identity because the minor shame that ingrained in their heart, and would go as far as creating a whole new set of name, a whole new set of identity, just to hide one thing that will make them feel inferior. While other characters are still opposed to that. They are proud, they are loud, they would, and I mean beat anyone up who mocked their ethnicity. This shows how divergent backgrounds and contrasting goals plays a huge role in creating who you are. This masterpiece is carefully curated by the mastermind itself, which is mentioned me. To make myself clear, let me tell you the story. When I came across this book in a bookstore, I asked myself, wait, why is it called Pachinko? But boy, ladies and gentlemen, I have the answers for you. Pachinko is a vertical pinball game that allows winners to win K-Hin, which can be traded for money outside of Pachinko Palo. Although it was created by the Japanese, but it is often associated with the Korean who fled their land because it's the only way for them to get money, to get jobs, because it is impossible for them to get jobs anywhere else. This resulted the Japanese to view the pachinko business as something suspicious, as something hostile. And what does this mean? I mean, for me, this serves as a perfect metaphor for the history of Koreans in Japan. How they win, they lose, they fight for survival in a foreign land. When the subject of who sacrifices the most people will come to the same conclusion, same answers, 3 words, men. Simply because they're the ones who fought the battlefield. But ladies and gentlemen, this eye-opening piece of literature focuses on women's sacrifices during wars. And to make myself clear, like for instance, there are characters who collect scraps of metal just to make sure that there's food on their table. Some characters raises pigs in their house because if the authorities find out, it will be confiscated. And worse, they will be executed. And I think for me, this is crucial to point out because, ladies and gentlemen, women's sacrifices tend to be overlooked just because they're not the one who made wars. And I think it's about time for us to acknowledge their sacrifices, because their sacrifices are the reason why we're still here, are the reason why we are not ceased to exist. Pachinko teaches how determination and tenacity to live is can help you survive no matter how harsh the currents of life hits you. When there's a will, there will always be a way. Giving up will automatically set yourself for failure. Real talk, when I first ended this book, I was shocked, I was flabbergasted, I was intrigued because the writing, the prose, the entire history lessons, 5-star would be the only rating it says. And I think you guys should not walk but run to your nearest bookstore. And I think that's all from me. Goodbye and happy reading!